Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate your love and support. Thank you so much. This is Merciful 21. You are most welcome. I'm a housemaid in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, and I'm proud to be. So in today's live, I want to share with you something. It's like good news, encouraging message, and this is real. It gives us like hope, okay, as we housemates. So what I can say, always do good. Always good. Do good, by the way. You never know, or you can. Sorry about that. So let us always do good as housemates. This is a message that I'm going to share with you. Sorry guys. Sorry about that. So let's continue. This is a message I'm going to share. It might give like hope to someone. It might encourage someone. So don't just lose hope. What you need to do is do to your best, you know? Do to your best. My Lord, what's going on? Yeah, do what you're doing to your best. So here is the message: be kind to those who helped you when you were nobody, and do because it will come back to you someday. Okay. A Frenchman traveled to Ivory Coast after 38 years 38 years to search for her nanny after his father retired and left his job in Ivory Coast. He was able to meet her and gave her 10 million and allocated a monthly salary to her. This is a housemaid who took care of that handsome boy who is now like 38 years, you know. I'm talking to those ones who are taking care of kids, most especially. So by the way, what you reap, it's what you sow. What you sow, it's what you will reap, by the way. If you sow hate, obviously, we are likely to get back that hate. Thank you so much for joining us, sister. Thank you so much for joining. So it's what you will also always get back. So let us continue with this message, really. Raising children is not easy, just as children never forget the happy moments from the person who was most in contact with them when they were in their childhood. So the child's feeling is attraction to the person who raised them. To those who are taking care of children, and he was kind to him. Many nannies represent parents to the children who raised them in the place of their mothers, and they stick to their memories forever. There are many such memories, which are the children's search for their nannies because of the great bond with them. So you're taking care of children, you know, they are likely to get like too close to you if you're too kind to them. But if you're not kind to them, they are likely to keep a distance. So this message encourages us, by the way, like to always do good and always like to remember those ones who did good things when we were in need. I saw this message and I was like, oh my God. And this is what we don't always want to share, by the way. Oh my goodness. I salute you all, most especially housemates who are taking care of kids. And for you, you're like, they are spitting. Oh my God, these kids. It's you to make a relationship with them. You never know. After 38 years, after 38 years, this guy went back to look for who took care of him when he was just a baby. So that means good memories don't fade. Yes, my dear sister, it's not easy to care of. Yeah, it is not easy. It is not easy, but then when you are already like taking care of them, always make them happy. Always do kind things to them. Let them keep good memories, not bad memories. You know, sometimes we come to work when we have no love for children. But still, if we keep like doing bad things to them, it's like we are dramatizing these kids, you know? So, but then if you are close to them and we do kind things to these children, it's what they are going to stick on their heads. Please, sister, can you tell my name in public, please? Nasteho Ali. I'm sorry if I pronounce it badly, but then that's how. Nasteho Ali. Is that so? Say yes or no. If I have pronounced it badly, I'm so sorry, but that's how I can pronounce it. Nasteho Ali. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for coming. Nasteho Ali, thank you so much for being here. So it's like, let us always do good things to those kids. They will keep good memories. Remember, let me tell you, there are some housemaids who are working here. I remember telling you this housemaid who was working here in Saudi Arabia, she was taking care of kids. Then she reached a time when she wanted to go back for her vacation. But the kids insisted and they were like, no, we want her here. But still the housemaid wanted to go back and rest. So this is what their parents did. They just let the kids went with the housemaid to her country. So that means they trusted this housemaid with their kids. So the bond was, you know, they were in good terms with the kids and even the family. If someone can trust you with his or her child, that means you are good or you have been good. So they let the kids to go with the housemaid for like away for 2 months after they came back. So that was a good bond, you know. So let us do good to these kids. You never know. In the future. We know not everyone likes like these to keep children or to take care of them. But then we try. Let us try our level best. It's not easy at all. But once you have a chance and you have time for them, you try to create all the means so that you can they can keep those memories. I remember I've ever been like a nanny to some kids in my country. But up to now, they still call me, like they still respect me. So they will always, even if they grow up, even if they do, they will still respect you because they know you were there in the absence when their parents were not around. So they just look at you as their mom because In the absence of their parents, you were there for them. So they will still give you that respect, unless if you're harsh and rude, then the respect won't be there. Because even kids always want like people who are kind to them, and what you always do to them, it's what will stick in their mind. And remember, kids, they do like get things very quickly. You can say something and that is what he or she will keep in her mind. Thank you so much to so let us, it's correct. Oh, Nasteho Ali, thank you so much. I thought I pronounced it badly anyway. So let us always do kind things. And by the way, it's thanks also, my sister, you're most welcome. So if at all this nanny did bad things to that little boy, and after 38 years, he wouldn't be like, let me go back and I look for this nanny, So good memories, always keep good memories. It's better when we, and let me also tell you to our dear workmates, we shall always remember you when we keep peace. You shall always remember us when we keep peace with you. Okay? When we are living together and we are living in good terms, obviously, we shall be remembered. We will keep you also in our remembrance, like, oh, I worked with this person, we were in good terms, this is what we did, or this is what we did, So at times you think about that someone and you start laughing like at yourself. So I have a good memory with this housemaid whom I worked with in the old house. She was from Indonesia. She's called Elena. Exactly, it's not easy to believe those housemates, by the way. But let me tell you a little bit story of mine. This is the workmate that I slept with on the same bed. Sharing a same bed. And remember, I'm a black person and she's a white, but she did not show me any character that could, like, maybe she could hesitate to do things, like we could share some things, really. It's like getting a bread and you cut it, you give it to me and she gets another one. That is the bond that we had. Me, I'm a mother of 3 children. Yeah, by the way, it's better. It's not easy to trust those housemates. It's not easy at all. Some of them are wicked to kids. I'm saying this because I know we are not easy at all. You find out of 10, there are 3 who love children. But some people, they won't be out to say, for us, we don't love children. But because they are yearning for money, it's what they will say, I will take care of your children. But in actual sense, from their bottom of their hearts, they don't love children. And whenever you are out of, like, you're away, sometimes the way they treat them, it's not the way you expect. Yes, we have to find a kind person. And how are we going to know that this person is kind? Yet we always pretend to be loving your children. At the end of it all, and you find us doing wicked things to your children. Looking at just at a person like this, you can't know that this person is kind. Unless otherwise. It's we to come out as we housemaids, as we house helpers, as we nannies, as we house girls, and tell them the truth. If I cannot manage to take care of a child, it's better when you be open and say, me, I cannot. Some housemaids are coming with witches, So others are breastfeeding other women's children, yet they know they are sick. So it's not easy to trust it. How is you doing? Mazotti, thank you so much for joining. Mary, thank you so much. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. How is you there also? Hope you're good. So it's better to be open. When you're open, things will be more easier for you than when you pretend to be on a job, a religious person. Still, there are some people who say we are religious, but in actual sense, they are not. They are not. Hey, everyone in this platform. Hello, there are 11 people. They are saying hello from Mary. Thank you so much, guys. From who? Marius Niwabi. You guys, you have names. But I don't always want to mention a name, and I mention it badly. I feel I can record, but I don't have that. But you just write. You have all the time. You type, I will be reading your comments, no problem. You say what you want to say. Let us always be open. No matter what you say, we shall talk about it and get some knowledge out of it. You say something. How I wish, I'm going to make on how I can invite you guys, by the way. We talk about some things as house helpers, It's better when we can be open, guys. It's better. Because when you do something from the bottom of your heart and it's 100% done, if you can do something and you're like, my dear, we are still single, but here in these broad countries, you can't hide job without saying that you are married. Okay. Okay, that one I get it, because some people, they use it because they want like people to look as like they want to show that they have responsibilities for them to get their salaries in time. That one I get you. Okay, that one I get you. And by the way, obviously you're not a virgin. If you're not a virgin, that means you can't call yourself a single person, because you've been enjoying yourself the other side. Unless if you're virgin, you will come and say, I'm single, what. But if you've been enjoying things the other side, that means you were almost married. Though not officially, but you were chewing things, right? Yeah, but I understand that one. People to say that, to tell that maybe they are married, it's for them like they want to get that money in time. Because if you say you are married, it's they are likely to say you have responsibilities back home, right? That one I don't like comment. But if it comes to kids, no matter how much they are giving you, if you're not interested in taking care of them, because there is no way how employer will hire you to take care of her kids, yet you don't have experience before. That one is not. Unless if you're telling me that you're telling them that you're married because they want, like you want your money in time. But let me tell you, back home, I was 8 years taking care of people's children. Not because of money, but I wanted food, and sometimes I wanted where I can sleep. I was not yet married, right? I had no experience, but the love and the interest of children up to now. I have people who can come out and say that I rather leave my children with mercy than any other person. I have my cousin sister whom I used to stay with. She hired like 2 nannies. So I was also there, though I was like with her, staying with her, but she hired more 2 nannies. But she couldn't leave her children with those 2 nannies without, like, when I'm not there. No, that one, it doesn't need like experience. No, it is out of someone's like interest you have for children. Are you sure you people, you have a lot of stories, but your mother a good storyteller? Let me see. You're not a good storyteller. Yeah, I may not be a good storyteller, but still, as in, what are you saying? Like to tell stories for kids or what? You guys, okay, if I go back home, my dear, it's all about passion and love you have for the kids. Exactly, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. It's the love you have for kids and the interest. If you're not interested, like, to take care of them, yes, we can say that. If you're not interested in them, you cannot at all. Because remember, for them, they are like, they want to pray. They want like to sit here. It's what they want to do. It's what you have to do if you are to take care of them. Hey, Sharon, thank you so much for joining, dear. Whenever I see you coming, whenever I see you on this platform, I smile. My smile increases east to west. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, I love you so much. So guys, I'm telling you, like, if you want to take care of children, you have to be like a child. If it is to go on the sand and you pray with them, that is what they want. So you also have to do that. Let a child be a child. Like if you see her praying like in a mud, maybe, or in a sand, she's dirtying herself, give her time. Let her or him do that, because he's a child. You can't like be telling her that stop dirtying yourself, stop that. No, I'm new here, but I love your courage, dear. Thank you so much, Zahara. Thank you so much, dear, for joining. So let a child be a child. If you understand, you will understand. But it doesn't mean that you have to be a mother. Yes, I agree with you. It's all about passion and love. Exactly, you have for the kids. Exactly. It doesn't matter whether you're married or not. Let me tell you also. I remember one time I think still I was in 8 years there. Then since I've told you that I used to take care of people's kids, one time my mother was breastfeeding this baby. Then I was just near looking on how this baby was taking the milk. After the baby taking out the breast out of uh, of her mouth, I just got the breast. I wanted to taste how it tastes. So the mother felt like the teeth on her breast. Imagine, I was 8 there, 8, 7, 6 there, I remember. Then I was like, oh. So, you know, that thing. Let me first read your comments. I don't want to miss out. I'm new here. So yes, I agree with you. It's all about passion. Okay, that one done. Hey Marse, I have always been your fan, but I gotta say I like your cleaning motivation better. They were so inspiring. Please can make them time to time. Thank you so much, Wanjiku Harriet. Inshallah. Inshallah. But it's like, you people, okay, I would have done that. But sometimes I fear people's like always judging, you know. People are always judging me whenever I want to do that. So I fear people's call. I don't like, okay, what should I say? I hate people who abuse me, let me say that. So who always judge, you know. They judge too much, though I know this house is not mine, but whenever you put a comment judging, like, you know, I don't feel okay because these are my bosses. So it's like everyone should, you want, it's like you want to see someone on the level that you want. Hmm? So some people are always judging too much. Yet I always want to show a lot, but still I am like, I hate people's judgments. You people, you can judge. But still, Harriet, for your case, you expect more from me. This is what I also wanted. I didn't know that I was like, you know, encouraging some or I was inspiring some, you know. But then I will keep them coming. Don't mind them, dear. You know, you guys, okay, I should not mind them, but still, if it is me, like it's you're talking like it is all about me, it is okay. But then I'm under someone's house, but still you can comment, and I feel so sorry for these people. If you can always keep asking that they are rich, why don't they have a dishwasher, you know. Some people have got priorities. There is what we call priorities. And if I'm there, if I can do what a dishwasher can do, then why do you always like put such a comment? Not every rich person, his or her priority is a dishwasher, right? But anyway, let's continue with this. Never listen to what people say. Do what you love. It was just my opinion. Yeah, I also love it, guys. You know, I also love it. And if I come out to say, this is how we do things without maybe a vacuum machine or without a dishwasher, this is how we can do it. Like back home, we don't have those things. Don't we have rich people? Or will you fail to put a house in the village, and a beautiful house in the village, just because you don't have the electricity there? Because you want to put a washing machine, the dishwasher, those things that can use electricity, but still in that place there is no electricity. So if there is no electricity and you would love to put those things, I mean, you would love to put your beautiful house there, that means you will improvise. Hire me, I come and I do what the machine can do, would have done, since you don't have electricity there. Hire me, I come and wash with my hands, I can. You know, let me say what Sharon is saying. I love you too, sister. Next year I will be there working. I always enjoy watching you, and I have learned a lot. May God bless you. Bless you too, guys. Thank you so much, Sharon. I pray that you come and find a better house, by the way. Yeah, you come and work, my sister. You come. Don't fear anything. Don't be discouraged. Just come and join us. If I'm here working, why don't you come and also join? And you can do it better than, by the way, others, you know? So I wish you all the best. Yeah, and may God locate you to a better house. Inshallah. Amen. Yeah. So Harriet, I've had that. Inshallah, I'm going to keep on what I'm doing, by the way. Yeah. Because you never know. Sometimes you feel like doing something, but still you whenever you remember the other comment that, you know, like someone piercing you a nail and you feel it. Sharon, you are in good hands. Mercy is the one who inspired to come. Thank you so much. I'm humbled. Harriet, I'm humbled. Thank you so much. I watched her videos day to day, inspire me to work hard. Thank you so much, guys. And always do something out of your heart. You know, we have a lot of sisters who are here, but they are pretending. By the almost especially those new housemaids. Some of them, okay, you might pretend or you might not like what you're doing, but still we have those ones who don't know how to do something, but she has got this guts of asking, how can I do this? She has the interest. She will come and see how you're doing things because she wants to see and to know how you're doing it. But we have also these other ones. You're doing something, she doesn't want to know. She doesn't know, but she doesn't also want to know because you're doing it. And she doesn't want to ask on how she can do it. Those are the kind of people we do find while in here. And by the way, like there is a comment that I got from the first who said that workmates are not easy. It's true. They are not easy at all. And by the way, this is why some people, we've lost some housemaids in the hands of other housemaids, but still, we still say that we still put the blame on our bosses. Hello, everyone. Hello, Olivia. Thank you so much for coming, dear. Thank you so much for joining. You are most welcome. So, yeah, some of them, they have come like they do wicked things. What's the topic, please? I'm late again. No problem. Just feel comfortable. I'm ready to repeat for you. Assist me with your phone. Your phone, please. I'm going to read this message for you. This is a nanny who took care of a baby. And I'm going to read for you the message, by the way. Let me read for you. My Olivia, thank you so much for coming. Even me, I'm going to be back. Okay, thank you so much, dear. So, Olivia, I'm here for you, dear. So, this is the message. The topic is, be kind to those who helped you when you were nobody. And do good because it will come back to you someday. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm reading the message, dear. Okay? Though I'd already put it in the beginning. Okay. Mozoti. Okay. We are here. You will find us, dear. Thank you so much. Let me first read. After we shall say more about out of this, okay? So, be kind to those who helped you when you were nobody, and do good because it will come back to you someday. A Frenchman traveled to Ivory Coast after 38 years to search for his nanny after his father retired and left his job in Ivory Coast. He was able to meet her and gave her 10 million and allocated a monthly salary to her. Raising children is not easy, just as children never forget the happy moments from the person who was most in contact with them when they were in their childhood. So the child's feeling of attraction to the person who raised them. Okay? And he was kind to him. Many nannies represent parents to the children who raised them. in the place of their mothers, and they stick to their memories forever. There are many such stories which other children search for their nannies because of the great bond with them. Okay, so this is a guy. Okay, I have a problem where I work. There is a child, but I am not good with kids. What do I do? Harriet is asking. Your phone, dear. Thank you so much. Harriet is asking. Harriet, how long have you been in the house? Do you do live every day? Not every day, Zahara. My dear, not every day. Even I was planning even like not to come, but I had to. Please tell this work. Please tell this work. Harriet, how 3 months? Oh, 3 months. You're still new and you still have a long way to go. So what you do, Harriet, if you're working alone, I mean, let this work. Okay, you are working alone, Harriet, okay? Should I say? You've said one child, you have like a kid. One. Kids, okay? I don't know how many are they. I did a live like saying, okay, let me tell you this. You're only 3 months. It's better when you be open, you talk to your madam and tell her the truth. Oh, one. Okay, it's like when you're where are you, Harriet? They are asking you, where are you? Since you are 3 months, be open and tell her the truth. If you don't like that, like to be with children, you be open with her. She will like you even more than leaving the kids in the wrong hands, right? So be open and talk to your madam, because I know children here, they are not easy at all, unless if you're taking care of children and you have another work to do. Your role is to take care of the children. That's when you will manage. But if you're doing other work, it might not work for you if you're not interested in them. So it's better when you be open and you tell her that, madam, but children, me, no. Like you, I don't know how you can even explain, no, that kid is great, but she doesn't listen to a thing I say or to her mother. Maybe the communication, like the language. So that means if she's okay with you, you are good to go. It's you to create other ways on how you can distract her from like what she has been doing or what she has not been like doing. How? She's in Saudi. She's in Saudi. Olivia, she's in Saudi, okay? So it's you can manage, you can try to distract her from. If it is time for praying, let her do that, because he's a kid and kids, they need to pray, right? So, but if it is time maybe for, let me say, for taking shower, then you have to talk to her in a cool way. You have maybe to make things that can make her like go quickly to go and take shower, because he's a kid. So you have to have enough time for that baby, because by the time you make her to accept what you want her to do, it is also time. So you have to have enough time for those kids. Mase, is it possible from me to have your WhatsApp number? Are you on Facebook? And how old is he or she, please, so that we will know how to go by it. Okay, they are asking you how old is the baby. By the way, also age matters. There are these kids who are 8 and above, and you can't, like, they are not 5 years. Yeah, 5 years, that is the good age to deal with anyway. A good age to deal with. So that one, when it is time for her to pray, you have time with her, you pray with her, do anything with that baby. If it is that time, like it's time for break, it is time for her, let her be a baby. You can also be a baby, though you're old, you can also be a baby. You give her time. And then when it is time for other things, maybe it's time for bed, then you have to make sure that you let her know that this time it's time for bed, not for praying, not for any other thing. Like, you take her slowly by slowly. I know the language might limit you, but still you can make all ways on how they can understand you. I used to take, in the first house, I used to like to take care of kids. So for me, when I wanted them to sleep, I could get, they had those storybooks. It's what I used to read for them so that they can sleep. Okay, so if it is to do that, if it is you to create like a story out of your mind, or on how you grew up, you make a story. You don't fake, you can create like out of your experience how you were a child. Like, you tell them a story. By the way, we have good memories back home, because for us, we were obedient. We used to listen to our parents whenever they could tell us not to do this. We were not spoiled at all. Just to try to be very patient with him or her, because most of the Arab children can be very stubborn. Exactly, so for these ones, it's like they need someone like who can tell them on how they need more time. Though for us they used even to beat us, but these ones, they don't know even that one, and still you can't beat someone's child. Okay, but so for my case, they used to like the stories that I used to tell them, how we grew up. So when they listen to your story, when you tell them that for us, they used to tell us this, and we obey and we do what they tell us to do. Oh, so she will stick in her mind and ask herself, oh, they used to tell you to do this and you do it. If you can like connect with the language that you use to tell her things. If they can understand you in English, better that way. Yeah, with the time, you will get used to him or her. And since he's one, for real, you get used. If they were many, you would have said, maybe you talk to your madam and say, but if he's one, so that means he has, that baby has no other influence. Maybe if they are like maybe 3, they might disobey you. Someone might, another kid might say, no, that one is just, but if he's one, you are likely with the time to be close with that baby. Just allow them to do whatever he or she wants, but you have to guide her or him exactly. Thank you, Olivia Mercy. She doesn't like stories. Most of the time, she is on her phone. Yeah, they like phones. So where is exactly the problem, Harriet? for me, I remember I used to take them even in the kitchen. You're cooking at the same time, you put each and everything they want to use in the kitchen, unless than if they are not sharp things, like, those plastic things. I used to spread them on the floor. I let them keep praying with those ones as I cook. But it was risky, my dear. They were 3, but it was risky. So if she can be on her phone, and always try to keep her by you so that you can create a proper relationship with her. Yeah, she can be watching something and you join her. So you ask her, you keep exchanging, sharing some things. So that one is easy, I think no big deal. Though you don't like, or you don't have interest in them, but still you still have a chance to make things easy, because is one. So he or she has got no other distractions. You are able to make her or him watch the video with her. Exactly. You also join her if you have time anyway. Get close to her, you watch with her, you ask her things now what is this, now what when you such kind, you are likely to be close to that baby. We have a good relationship with her. But if it's showering, she doesn't like eating, and her parents doesn't mind. Create funny environment. I am worried for her. Eating, kids sometimes you can sit with her with your food and tell her, you can sit with her on the same table and tell her, okay, do you know what, when you finish this food, I'm going to do this for you. When you finish this food, I'm going to to make for you like this. I don't know what environment you are in, what you are used to, but still, sometimes we are creative. You can get just a mere paper like this, or this tissue. You make it you make a flower and you put it there, and you make it, someone might like it. If you get a paper and you fold it, you make a flower, you make a box out of it. So this is what you're going to do. If you finish that food, I'm going to make for you a flower. I'm going to make for you a box out of this paper, So she will have I don't know how you do it anyway, but these things, it's what I used it to do to the kids anyway. But these ones, since they like so much, maybe sweets, or they like, I don't think they like even chocolate. I don't know anyway. I don't know. But if they like chocolate and you're like, do you know what? I have a different chocolate. It's in this color and the other color. So if you finish this food, we are going to do this or do that. If she likes to clean with you, you can tell her, if you finish this food, we are going together, maybe to clean outside together, or to, like that. She will eat quickly, or she will eat and finish that food, because she would love to work with you if she likes. Sometimes tell her that you want to play a game with her by who or finishes her food first win, maybe sometimes. Exactly. Sometimes, we had those you can, how should I say, we have some games that we can create, Mase, I have never been around children. That's why I'm asking for advice. I know it's funny, but it's true. Exactly. No problem, dear. There are some people who grew up like they have no such kind of environment with children, right? I understand. But for me, as I've told you, with the kids for real, I can manage. It's okay, Harriet. Yeah, it is okay. I understand. But then if it is like you create funny things, you know, we are totally different from these people. So the environment they can grow up in, it's not the same as we grew up in. Like for us, we have, you can just shake for her and she will look at you and you're like kinda like funny, then she will start laughing. Eh? So that is the beginning of your relationship, you know. Yeah, exactly. How I wish I had kids here, but here no. Yeah, I remember for me, I used to even to be when we go out, so like to pray outside. I'm old, but you could find me in the sand playing with them. No problem. We are going back home to shower, to take a shower, to wash clothes. No problem. So if it is time for something, you do it with that baby. You will love it and you will enjoy it. So let me ask Olivia, did you get what I was talking about? So just imagine after 38 years, the guy went back to look for her nanny. You know, when I was coming here, I was hoping to come to the same house you're working in. What about the house I'm working in? My madam's children were 30, 35, and 30 years, but my madam treats them like, do you know what, guys? Even if you're 40 and you're still under your parents' house, you're still called a baby in these countries, you know. So for them they are like, you know, there is a way, and by the way, I like it, there is a way they treat their children for real. Yeah, you know, they are 40 and above and maybe they are still in the house and they are still called babies. But for us, when we are maybe 12, sometimes they feel that you're old. She even wants to be, hey, exactly, you know. So for real, it is so precious to see the way they treat their children, in a soft way. You can't hear them like they raise their voices on them. They are so cool and you're like, oh my god. Eh? They are still called children. And even the 20 plus, they can't let their babies, like most especially girls, to go out alone. They must go out with their parents. You have that motive that motivates someone to work. Is other lady still working with you? You made funny videos about Christmas together. Ah, she was indeed, but she's on TikTok anyway. Okay, so at times we feel, we look at things the way they treat their children and you're like, oh my god, is this how people can treat children? Yet for us at 12 years, most especially in Kenya, by the way, in Kenya, some people, when you're 12 years and you're a boy, you're not supposed to like to sleep under your father's house. At least you have to go and put like some kind of a house aside alone. Yeah, exactly. Sharon, you're from Kenya, so you can. Yeah, they are not supposed to sleep under parents' house. But here, if you're not married and you're maybe 30 plus or 35 and above, you're still under, you're not yet married, you are still called a baby in their houses. Just imagine. But in Africa, when you're 12, you are out of your father's house and you sleep aside. So children. So that is the message I was sharing with you guys, It was so amazing. So let us always do good. You can't know. Even if you're an you're I don't want to say this word, but then let me say, if I have worked for this house and I've done good things in this house, that they can keep remembering me. Even if I go back and I die, let me say it out. You never know who will come for my children. Maybe if I'm no longer if I'm not alive, I'm dead, they might come for my children and they appreciate them, you know? So I liked this message really. You took care of a baby, but that baby kept good memories. At the end of it all, that baby is old, 38 years. No matter the distance, no matter how long it will take, you will get what you deserve, or what you saw what you saw, should I say, because we reap what we sow. So that means she did a good thing, or she saw a good seed in that baby. That's why she was remembered after 38 years, right? So that's why he came back to appreciate the nanny. So as a housemaid, as a house helper, let us always do good. Let us always do things from the bottom of our hearts. Don't mind how much you're getting, but you do this because you don't know. You might do good, right? When God lift you up, you will get also another housemaid who will be good to you, who will do what you were doing in someone's house. It costs nothing to be good. It costs nothing to do good. Like, you don't do it because you want to be seen, but do it because you want to do what God wants you to do. Sometimes we are doing things not necessarily, not necessarily that it's not necessarily that maybe it's our option or what. Sometimes we are sent by God. I'm out of battery, sorry. So sometimes we are sent by God. Like, I might be here working. Maybe I might have opened this channel, not because of my strength or my power. I might be here talking with you, not because I have too much knowledge or I'm a motivator. No, it might be the work that God sent me to do. So sometimes we are doing things that might be the work that you were created to do. So do whatever you are doing out of your strength. Do it from the bottom of your heart. You can't know tomorrow you are going. When you reach in heaven, they will bring out that book and say, this is what you did. You were created to be a housemaid. You were created to be a housemaid, but your work was done. You did your work not good. you know. So it might have been that work that you were created to do, but the way you're doing it, God is not appreciating. So you can't know when you are dying. You can't know when you are leaving this world. Oh my God. Okay, sorry guys, they are calling me. Let me go and I check out things. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. We shall continue from there. Yeah, I've got a call. Let me go down and I see what they want. Keep doing what you do. If it makes you happy, you are my role model. Good night. Harriet, thank you so much, dear. I really appreciate that. Yeah, let me call it a night. Thank you so much for also being here. I really appreciate. So let me see why I'm needed down. Okay, good night. I salute you all. I love you so much, housemaids. But let me leave this message here. Do good to others, or do good. Do that thing out of your heart. No matter how long it will take, you will get it back. The same thing, you will reap what you sow. When you reap hate, it's what you will get. When you sow hate, you will reap hate. When you sow love, you will reap love. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate as a housemaid, and I'm happy to work as a housemaid. I have no problem so long as I'm getting my monthly salary, and I'm doing what I'm doing out of from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so I urge you also to do good. Wish others good. We are likely also to wish you good. Thank you so much. May God keep you safe this night. Salute to everyone.